Good evening. I'm Deberia from Deberia's Naturals and Keisusuka Evolutionary Empowerment. I hope you can hear me. My kiddos are asleep, so I'm not going to be talking very loud. That's why I got the mic all the way in my mouth. Anyway, I decided to night to at 1:44 a.m. to give you guys a twin flame energy check. Yeah, it's about that time. It's been a while since the last one. It's 1:44. So I'm going to look that number up for you guys. Okay. 144. I'm going to look up 144 angel number for twin flames. How about that? Okay, so 144 is the perfect number to represent the start of renewal, a restart or renewal of a rewarding and satisfying relationship based on mutual trust and harmony. If you are single and start seeing 144 a lot, it is a sign that a happy new relationship is coming towards you. So that's twin flame and love, meaning new beginning and changes are coming ahead, and your twin flame is very near to you. That's what this number means. So that's a good sign for an energy check. How about that? Well, my phone's taking a minute to load. It's not the phone's fault. My internet's crappy. Anyway, divine masculine. I know I usually tell you his energy towards you, yours towards him, emotions, stuff like that. That's all well and good, but let's look at the spiritual side of it. Let's look at what really matters. We know that the divine masculine loves the divine feminine. We know the divine feminine loves the divine masculine, and their souls ultimately desire to be together. However, there are things that go on in their individual lives and journeys that, play a part in this connection taking place, or play a part in separation and play a part in ultimately reunion. And, that's actually our ultimate goal. However, I do acknowledge that there have been some circumstances where it seems that one of the twins do not desire this. They do not desire this because the journey is difficult. They actually give up and mean that shit. They give up and mean that shit. So, it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I can do an energy check for soulmates later, but I feel like, your soulmate's gonna love you, and they're gonna love you, no matter what. They have you're going to be completely engulfed and happy with your soulmate. You are. And that's all well and fine. There are lots of soulmate readings and love readings out there. But I feel like it's difficult to get quality information about a twin flame connection, and that's why I focus on it. It's not that I want to neglect you with your soulmates. So I do have some twin flame questions on my sheet here that do involve those things. So I can do a quick scan over my questions so you guys get an idea of what kind of videos to look forward to when we're doing twin flame energy checks. So let's see. What have they mastered individually on their journey? So we'll be looking at divine masculine. What has he mastered individually on his journey? Divine feminine. What she's mastered on her journey. Are they making healthy progress towards union? What is it that they need to focus on this moon cycle, full moon to new moon cycle, and what do they need to release during the new moon to full moon cycle? So we'll look at that individually. What does divine masculine need to know about divine feminine, vice versa? And when it pertains to how to love her and how it pertains to how to love him, what do they need to know? I think that's kind of a good question. So, what do they need to know pertaining to self-love individually? How to improve your connection with your twin in the earth realm? Yeah, that's a good question. Now, I have an ascension question here. What happens if one twin ascends without the other? Is the other twin stuck in a lower dimension in torment or in karmic cycles? Is there hope for his or her ascension? What does the other twin do in the meantime? Should they move on to a soulmate connection? And this is when I'll talk about soulmates. And how would doing so affect the journey? So that's just page 1 of questions, you guys. I think these are going to be some good ones. So we're just going to work towards these things. How would doing this affect each twin energetically, moving on to soulmate connections? Does the soulmate connection expire? Like, what if you move on to a soulmate connection and, you know, things realign with you and your twin? Does that connection expire? You know, that's going to be a situation there because, you know, they're both a perfect match for you. So, you know, decisions. And sometimes you need help with guidance as to how to go about that. So, what does this mean for the twin without a soulmate? Should they still, either twin, should they still hope for union with their estranged twin? And I say estranged in air quotes because your twin is never not with you. Energetically, spiritually, your twin is always with you. They are you. So, how can you leave yourself behind? But because we have separate bodies, there is a perception of the possibility, you know. So, do twin flame connections fail to accomplish their mission? No. What to do when your twin refuses to ascend? Yeah, I got some more questions that'll follow behind that later. Is there such thing as this occurring? Can you be truly happy without your twin in your life? Why divine masculine or divine feminine chose a soulmate over their twin? Why would they choose a soulmate over their twin? Is this decision beneficial, and how? How does a soulmate connection differ from a twin flame connection? And why would you choose one over the other? Like, why would you choose a twin flame connection over a soulmate, and vice versa? Why would you choose a soulmate connection over a twin flame? Is there a consequence for rejecting union with your twin flame? If so, you know, what could be possible examples of those consequences? So I think that was a nice little 2-minute cap over what kind of questions I'll start covering about twin flame connections. So let's get some energy for divine masculine and divine feminine, and let's see what they've mastered. Okay, you guys, I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot for divine feminine. I'm going to put it to the side. And I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for divine masculine because, yeah, I would love for divine masculine to see the light. He deserves it. He has beautiful soul as divine feminine. He just has a different perspective and different challenges. And so we have to respect his journey as well. So, Hakuna Matata, divine feminine. No worries. Okay? Give me a representational energy. Okay. So, Toda Rabah Abaya, for, that means thank you, Heavenly Father, God, but his name is Yahweh. So Toda Rabah Abaya for blessing these decks of cards. Thank you for a divine message. Thank you, Archangels Gabriel, for clear channeling of message. Thank you, angels in charge of the twin flame connection, for giving us the information that we need, and the higher selves of the twin flames partaking in developing this connection. Thank you all for partaking in this reading. I thank you, ancestors of the twin flame, of both the twin flames, the the benevolent ones who aid in their growth and their joint ascension, to give us the information that we need to know. In Yahweh Shah HaMashiach name, so be it. In Yahweh Shah, some people call Jesus, Yeshua, Yahshua, Joshua, Yahweh Shai, Jesus, Messiah, HaMashiach, the Messiah. So let's get a representational energy for divine masculine. Okay? Okay, so a representational energy for divine masculine is the Ace of Wands here. You know, there it is. the Ace of Wands. So let's see. Well, I'm going to let you guys look at it for a while. What it looks like for the Ace of Wands here is this in this deck, I feel like there's some clarity because you see this burning here, like this third eye is open, the eyes are closed here. So divine masculine is no longer looking at things from the same perspective. He's now looking at things through his third eye, or some divine masculines have had some kind of third eye chakra opening. And either way, whether they are looking at things for a different perspective, or they've had a third eye chakra activation, which means now they're seeing things in the spiritual sense. What I'm feeling is that with these nets, there have been some kind of snares set for your divine masculine, or for you, divine masculine, if you are watching this. And what you'll be doing is getting some clarity of those things. Those things are going to be burned away. Any things that, any old idea systems or old paradigms that need to be shifted out. Oh, I'm getting a download. Ooh, it feels weird when that happens while I'm on camera, because it feels like my mind just expands. So maybe divine masculine, you're going to be getting a download, and your mind is going to expand, and you're going to feel kind of dizzy. You're going to wonder what happened, but really what happened was you received a DNA activation or some kind of download to aid you in your journey, to help you with your next step in your soul mission, or help you in your step towards your divine feminine. Maybe there are some things that you weren't clear about, or some decisions that you needed to make, or some messes that needed to be cleaned up, some rifts that you created in your connections with soulmates, karmics, or your twin flame that you need to get some clarity on. Let's just keep this simple so I don't forget. Okay, give me a representational energy for divine feminine, please. Can I have a representational energy for divine feminine? Okay. Representational energy for divine feminine is Queen of Wands. So he has the Ace of Wands, and she has the Queen of Wands. So I'm feeling like divine feminine here. The Queen of Wands is a warrior. She is also a feminine magician type energy. She has magic, and she knows how to use it. She knows how to use her divine feminine energy in a positive way, in a beautiful way. She's very beautiful. She's being very Venusian at this time. She's spending her energy is focusing on herself and on her passions. It's focused on manifesting what she needs. She wants to manifest some loyalty as well, because I see this little dog here, and this is her spirit animal, and it's making me feel like what she's desiring is for a loyal companion. However, on the other hand, divine feminine, some of you have put your divine masculine, he's no longer on that pedestal that you used to have him on. Now he's some kind of I'm sorry, you guys, but they'll have to read the energies how they come. It's like you put him on a timeout, like he's not acting in his king energy. He's acting like a naughty little pet, a naughty little animal. And so you're like, well, I'm a that's beneath me. Your actions are beneath you as well. So I'm not going to acknowledge you king until you're in your king energy, because I see this puppy who's very loyal and very loving, looking up to the queen, wondering why isn't she paying any attention to him. And it's because he is not acting in his highest energy. He's acting like a dog. I'm sorry. I have to read them as they come. Also, she has this pillar, so she has this goal that she's trying to reach, and then she's aiming for it. She's aiming for this goal. Let's see. She's making sure she takes care of herself, and she's on her spiritual journey, because it looks like this Queen of Wands has some sort of spiritual garment on. And she has a wand or scepter. So she is a warrior. She has battled through many situations, and she has overcome, and she is in sort of a celebratory mode. She's not allowing anybody, not even her divine masculine, to knock her off of her vibe. So let's see what they've mastered. Okay. What has divine masculine mastered on this twin flame journey? What has divine masculine mastered on this twin flame journey? Okay, so I got one card turned over and one card stayed hidden. So maybe this is what you can see, and then this is what is unseen. So let's see. So divine masculine has mastered humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So divine masculine, maybe he had a lot of responsibilities before, and so he's learning to, during this journey, to actually have fun and enjoy himself and not take things so seriously and not have to be so much worried about responsibilities. So that may be a reason why your masculine is not seeming to take this connection serious, because masculine has had so many people that he was taking care of, or so many other responsibilities. And so during this connection, as he's being disconnected from those old situations, thought patterns, and beliefs in all those karmic cycles, then he's learning, shucks, I can relax. There is a lighter side of life. And so he's learning to have fun and to laugh and be flirty. He's playing in his masculine energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I know you divine feminists will beg to differ, because you're like, there is something wrong with that, sir. We're together. But yeah, you got to understand, we both have a journey. Both divine masculine, divine feminine. There's different things that they need to learn in order to be the best version of themselves. And we learn differently, you guys. So you can't judge how their journey is and say that it should or should not be that way. It's not up to you. Divine gave the connection. Divine controls the connection. This is not your relationship. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. It's God's relationship. So, thought I'd throw that little tidbit out. Well, what you don't know, but behind this humor, divine feminine, is that divine masculine has mastered perseverance also during this. So, you don't know everything, do you? I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So what he's learning is to be confident and to set his mind to something and to accomplish it. He's learning that I can manifest something. I can create something. If I want a better life, I can make that happen. I just have to put the energy behind it. If I want a better relationship, I can make that happen. I just need to put the energy behind it, but not being so serious that he does not enjoy it along the way. So divine feminine, you might want to take a little note. I'm sorry, not sorry, from your divine masculine, and learn to enjoy the journey. Okay? Because you're the one taking it all so serious when it's not yours to command or control. Save that for your soulmate. Okay? Because this person's just like you. If you can't control your damn self, how you gonna control another aspect of yourself? How you gonna control that has its own body? You can't. Divine masculine, likewise. That ain't the chick. She's not the one that you can play games with, because she knows your games. They're her games too. Now, whether she chooses to play them like you, that's what you should be concerned about. While you out there, testing out the waters, you can't expect your divine feminine to be sitting there watching you doing all that and be like, okay, just do whatever you need, dear. No. It's a mirror. So be mindful of what you're reflecting to your feminine. Because if it gets reflected back to you, can you handle your truth? Can you handle it? That's something you should be mindful of, divine masculine. Can you handle your own truth being reflected back to you without judgment? Because you don't want to be judged. You feel like, oh, it's my business what I'm doing, right? It is. But you share a soul. So it does affect your feminine, what you're doing. Divine feminine, it does affect your masculine, what you do. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell me? Okay, so Divine Masculine has also, behind the scenes, mastered purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Ooh, you guys didn't expect that to come out, did you? Did you, Divine Feminine? You didn't expect him to choose to focus on the lighter side of life and persevere, knowing that he can do whatever he set his mind to because he knows his purpose here. He knows what he's here to do. So that's positive news there. Divine Masculine, I congratulate you. Good job. I'm so proud of you because I'm seeing this expansion. I'm seeing this Ace of Wands with this eye opener and this third eye chakra activation. I'm also seeing this new perspective you have on life where you're not taking yourself so seriously. And this is good energy, perseverance, and purpose. Okay. All right. Y'all, I'm just going to move my microphone. Let's see what Divine Feminine has mastered. Okay. I'm going to move this up some right there. Good. What has Divine Feminine mastered? I know you want to know Divine Masculine because we're going to give you a round of applause. Run. Yeah, my kids are asleep. Your round of applause has to be quiet. You can cheer. You can cheer later when everyone's awake. Okay, so Divine Feminine has mastered success. Yes, she has, darling. Of course, she's mastered success with this Queen of Wands energy. Didn't I say that she's a master manifester? And this is why you, Divine Masculine, need to get on the bandwagon because what births life? Divine Feminine. Now, you have your own Divine Feminine energy within yourself once you balance it, so you don't necessarily need your Divine Feminine for you to manifest. However, you work better together. Like, who did that say? They were like, what they said? I can't remember. What it was. It was like they're good separate. They're both really good separate, but you put them together, then they're better. Like, they're way awesome. They strengthen one another. So I don't remember the saying, but that's good enough. So, Divine Feminine, you've mastered success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So you've also, even though you've mastered success, Divine Feminine, you're also realizing that, you're not a masculine and you rather have love than material things, but you have material things. And it is because you don't place all your value in those material things that the divine has provided those for you, and you've done the soul work, so you have been granted the abundance and the necessary to have the tools needed and provided for you to continue on your soul path. So Divine Feminine, great job, my loves. Okay, let's see. What else has Divine Feminine mastered on this soul journey? She's mastered patience. Of course she has, because especially if she's learning that things don't happen in her time. They happen in divine timing, because this connection is not hers to command, even though she is very capable of being a boss, commanding, demanding respect. She's mastered patience because she's having to wait. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to see what this third card looks like. Then we're going to talk about the chakras that I see affected here between the two masculine and feminine energy. So I accept that everything happens in divine order. So she's accepting that things happen in divine timing, and that, at this divine time, it is her time to manifest success and abundance. And right now, put herself first, not focus so much on her masculine, what he's doing, how his journey is going. But you're still here peekabooing, aren't you, honey? It's okay. We need to check in on them every now and then, but you want to give them their space. So, energy and the universe is a dry snitch. They'll tell you what's going on. You too, Divine Masculine. You want to check in on your feminine? I got you. Okay, what else has Divine Feminine mastered? You're gonna have to learn to communicate with each other instead of keep spying on each other. You know that, right? Oh. Okay, so this came out. Fear, she's mastered fear. Oh my gosh, I realized that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So, Divine Feminine, I'm proud of you because you've had some fears surrounding this connection where you were concerned that it may not take place. You were concerned because you've had past failures in relationships that you saw as failures, but actually were lessons. So, I mean, changing your perception will help change your story, change change your narrative. So she's mastered success, patience, and fear. So let's go over these chakras here. While I'm on Divine Feminine, I'm going to go ahead and focus on, it's interesting that this fear card came out because this is in the sacral and solar plexus type energy here. Trying to see if I had my little quick snitch card on the chakras. But anyway, I'm saying, well, we're not gonna worry so much about the solar plexus energy because that would be more orange. But I'm seeing a lot of yellow over here. So she's mastered fear, and I'm wearing yellow too. I'm a Divine Feminine, yes, guys. I'm in alignment with this reading. So, Divine Feminine has had to master fear, and the reason why I keep saying that over and over again is because I'm getting a download. I'm trying to make sure I get it all out for you. So she may have had fear of success in the past. Divine Feminine may have feared her greatness, feared her own greatness, and so she, would play small. She played small a lot, and this is about self-esteem and self-confidence. Unbalanced sacral solar plexus chakra would have low self-esteem, would not, but in a balanced one would have confidence and creativity, and it's the seat of the soul. So she would have a lot of manifestation energy here. And she might have feared being patient, so she was being impatient, worried that, okay, I have to get this stuff accomplished. I had to hurry up and I need to accomplish my goals. I need to accomplish my dreams. And she's very driven. But at the same time, she was afraid that this connection would not take place if she didn't do her soul work or, something like that. Like she was very driven, but she actually now feels like she's in a lonely place because in some sense she has outrun her masculine, and so now he has to play catch up. And so now she's like, oh well, what good is this to celebrate if I don't have my twin to celebrate with? But we need to have an attitude of gratitude. Feminines, you've done a job well done, and you should celebrate yourself. Okay, let's see what's affected. We have 3 different chakras affected for Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine has had one main focus, and that has been her self-confidence, her self-esteem, things that have been taken from feminine energies over time by toxic masculinity, and also by this messed up world we live in. I don't feel like going into any descriptions. You know what it is. You know how it is here. But I'm saying with the patience, it gives her an opportunity to see that the sun will come out, or she has hope here. I'm saying the success is like a karmic wheel that is turning, something that maybe she hadn't had in the past. And I'm seeing this fear energy dissipating, even though just beneath the surface, it always, there is fear that can be inflicted upon her. So she may feel the energies of fear, but she is learning that that's not her anymore. And she doesn't have to operate in that energy. So she's focusing more on the higher vibrational aspects of her solar plexus. Okay. So Divine Masculine here with humor, I'm seeing this green color, and the Buddha, which is his heart chakra opening up, but also opening up in a very peaceful and loving manner where he may have had some damage in his heart space in the past. I'm seeing that healing and that enlightenment, that healing through enlightenment, through connection with his divine feminine. He's being able to understand what a pure and gentle love is, because divine feminine is very loving and very motherly, very pure and gentle in her approach with her divine masculine. And so that right there has helped him to lighten up and not feel so much tension as he approaches the connection. Because divine masculine has had some issues, like I said, in love in the past, and he may have felt like he was never doing anything right. However, all he had to do was be with his divine feminine. Just be, not be with her, but just be himself. And since he was able to be himself, he was able to shed off a lot of burdens that otherwise, would have dimmed his light, over time. And that may have dimmed his light. And this is why he's rediscovering this with his heart chakra activation. I'm also seeing this purple with this crown chakra activation, and this blue with this third eye chakra activation, which is right in alignment with this Ace of Wands energy, where the third eye chakra is being activated here. And there's a flame. There is an enlightenment. That's why the flame is there in the third eye, and in the pineal is shaped like a pineal. So maybe he has some calcification in his pineal gland, and he's making healthier decisions mentally, emotionally, in his diet. And these things are aiding in decalcifying, or aiding in shedding off any calcifications in his pineal gland, and driving him towards his purpose, knowing what it is he needs to do. He has clarity. So while you're over here mastering your confidence, he's mastering clarity. Because if you're not confident in who you are, then how can he have clarity to know who you are and who he is? See, you're mirroring each other and you don't even know it. He has his eyes closed because he's trying to figure things out. And she has her eyes open, but she's not looking at the things she has around her. She's looking for her masculine. She's looking for, what's my next step? She's asking divine, okay, where do I go now? What do I do now? Likewise, divine masculine is looking within himself for his divine feminine aspect of self, balancing those energies and asking divine, what is it that I do? What do I do now? What is next? What is my next move? Okay, so I think that that's good enough for now, you guys. 3222 is the time that I closed this reading, so I'm going to look that up for you, and then we're going to close this off. Okay. Okay. 3222. Angel number. We're going to look it up, both angel number and twin flame number, you guys. It's a message from your angels to have self-belief, faith, and trust in yourself and the angelic and spiritual realm, and maintain trust in the processes of the universe. Like I said, things are happening in divine timing for you both. Divine feminine is realizing things happen in divine timing, and divine masculine is actually acting in divine timing. He's right on schedule, you guys. You may feel like divine masculine is behind schedule, but divine masculine has his own timeline. He has free will, and he has his own journey. He has his own karmic cycles and such that he has to work through. He has his own generational junk that he has to clear. So, it also indicates that the angels are fully supporting and encouraging you on your life path. So this goes for you and your divine masculine. You're being fully supported on your life path. So I'm going to look for this number. Well, you know what? It was supposed to be 3222, and I think it gave you 322, but that's still good because sometimes I divide the numbers like that. But I want to make sure I give you the fullness of the meaning. Okay, so 3222 is, 3222 is to put effort and love in everything you do, and you will discover the world of blessings where you will feel safe and renewed. And that's a good energy here for divine feminine, feeling safe and renewed in her energy as she puts the effort and love towards her success, her patience, and overcoming her fear. Likewise, divine masculine is applying effort and love towards his humor, perseverance, and his life purpose. Um, the appearance of this angel number means that you have to be ready for that change, but it will take some time to happen. So there is a change the divine feminine is waiting on. Maybe she's waiting on her windfall or her abundance to pour in from her hard work. Maybe she's waiting on her divine masculine. There is a time that she needs to wait. There's time that needs to take place. Likewise, divine masculine has to persevere towards his humor, and he has to look at this on the lighter side because we don't want him stressing out. We want him to accomplish his soul journey, accomplish his task without being so frustrated that he gives up on him. We want to cheer him on from the other side, okay? So, for twin flame, it's a blend of energies of 3, the vibrations of the number 2 appearing 3 times, triples its influences. It encourages you to be balanced, focused, and totally clear about what you want in your life, and you will naturally attract your desires. So I think that is an excellent message to close off on. Divine masculine has mastered humor, perseverance, and purpose. And he needs to focus on what it is and be totally clear with this Ace of Wands about what it is he wants, and so he can naturally attract it. Likewise, divine feminine, with your success and patience and overcoming your fears, you need to be focused on what it is you would like to attract. In the next video, I will go over what these two, what I want to say. Well, I'm going to say if they're making healthy progress towards union, and what is it that they need to focus on during the next moon cycle. So I think that I'll make that my next video. So you guys, I thank you for watching. I enjoyed giving you this reading. I love you, and I'll see you next time.